Welcome to Purge of the Serpentholds Season 1, Episode 3. Struggling there. Pillars of Poison. I'm Corinne of Roll the Roll, and I'm known as Manic Pixie Girl on Twitter. Before we jump into the recap, I have a few announcements to make. First off, I would like to thank Ryan at the Simulcray on Twitter for the theme song he created for our show. That's the one you heard during that most recent screen. He currently still has open commission slots, so hit him up if you're looking for music. Let me just get this posted real fast once I get into the right thing. There we go. And then I'd also like to thank the Onyx Path for inviting us to run the show. If you haven't picked up the Scarred Lands Player Guide yet, I can't recommend it enough. I've linked the physical versions and PDF versions in the chat as of right now. And then if you're looking for some of the newer content that we're going to be using, I recommend checking out Yugman's Guide to Gelspad Part 1. It is currently available, and there is more good stuff to come. I'm providing another link in chat. And I would like to say that on my usual channel, Roll the Roll, we are doing some giveaways for Scarred Lands. The next couple weeks, we usually play on Sundays. So if you like Scarred Lands and want to see more, check us out at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time on Roll the Roll on Sunday. And then that second link in there that I posted is playtest content. Onyx Path is releasing new playtest content all the time. So if you want to try it out, it's released frequently and your responses matter. So, take a look, test it out, and have some fun. Finally, Onyx Path has a lot of very cool stuff in the works, including a Hunter the Vigil 2nd edition for Chronicles of Darkness Kickstarter. With 11 days left, they have reached 3 stretch goals since our last game and are currently funding towards a digital wallpaper pack for all backers. There's about $2,500 needed to fund this goal, so check it out if you're into the Chronicles of Darkness or looking for something new. I'm going to link the Kickstarter. And lastly, I know I said finally before, but I was lying. If you would like to support the show, we do have a Ko-Fi. So check it out if you're interested. Basically, all funds go to the players and for, paying for stuff that we did for this game. And that's basically it. Without further ado, I'd like to pass the floor to my players to introduce themselves. So introduce yourself. Tell a little about your character, and then we can get going on the show. This time we're going to start from the bottom and go up. So, Hiromi.
Oh, dear. I'm Hiromi. I play Zasa, the Lizard Wizard. She is the researcher's researcher, and occasionally, by which I mean always, develops hyper-focus. Which leads to some fun things. And she still wants to know how to steal people's memories, and that damn dryad from last time around would not tell her. And that's very infuriating.
They are known for kind of being infuriating. I don't know if you know this about Faye. They have a bit of a reputation. Alrighty, Megan.
Hello, my name is Megan. I am playing Caravan. She is a blood-stained Triton, a little fish person. She's generally pretty chill and just a nice girlfriend to have, but she has an anger issue that comes out sometimes. I think that's it.
I think that sums her up quite succinctly. Shawnee.
I'm Shawnee. I play Shaho, a Manticore Ranger. She's a little bit curious, a little bit timid, but always down to go on an adventure and meet new people.
Very nice. Alrighty, next up we have Candy.
Oh no.
You okay there?
All right, sorry, having a bit of some issues here. Hold on just a second. I cannot hear you guys all of a sudden.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Is it a connection issue? Well, I guess you can't hear me.
Let's try it again.
Who knows ASL?
I lost my...
Not yet, but I want to learn this
Me
year.
too.
I could do the alphabet so we can have a very slow conversation.
That would be very, very slow. Alrighty. Well, while Candy's figuring that out, we're gonna jump to Rune, and then we can come back to Candy.
Oh, me. Hello.
Yep, that would be you.
Hi, I'm Rune. I do art things.
Yeah, you guys can hear me, but I can't hear you.
Fun. Neat. I'm Rune. I do art things. I'm playing Marigold, this pink disaster bard who is weaponized charm and bagpipes.
I love it. Alrighty. While we're waiting for Candy, does anybody have any questions about last week? Anything you want to figure out before we jump in? I want to make sure we're able to hear Candy before we get started.
So just to recap, sorry, go ahead.
Let's try this.
Okay, I won't.
Okay. So just to recap, we had this encounter with the Fae creature, which who knows what happened. We don't remember. She just all of a sudden was like, you're cool now, and let us through. And we are stepping out into a clearing where we see a bunch of pillars.
Yes, yeah. So the Fae let you through the...
We're back. Sorry, y'all.
Oh, good. Can you hear us? Okay.
Yes, I can hear you guys.
So I'm going to do a quick summary of what I was doing, then we'll go back, introduce you, and then we can get going. So yeah, the Fae let you into the clearing, and as you enter the clearing, you saw that there were these pillars sticking up from kind of the center of the clearing. There are 3 of them. You haven't investigated them yet because we did, stop right as you got to the clearing. And so that's basically where we're at right now. Candy, tell us about yourself.
Sorry, guys, about the technical difficulties. I am Candy. I am playing the itty bitty tin can halfling paladin, Kai Thorncraft. She's pretty happy-go-lucky, but has a few surprises in store for you guys.
And I love all your characters. I would just like to say that everybody's are great, and you're all wonderful. And I'm very excited to get started today. So let's get started with our small but mighty crew. I'm closing out of some stuff so this computer will run a little bit better. Okay, so basically, last time, I'll give you the exact summary you got. The once overbearing presence of trees relents as you step into the clearing. The path is ended, giving way to a bed of ivy, brush, and plant life at least a foot thick. A few spots of sunlight pierce the thick canopy above, casting this new, lush undergrowth into sharp relief. 3 pale pillars rise from within the greenery, mossy, but lacking the cracks of aged stone. And you are all on the map. As soon as our stream runner gets back, he'll switch us to the map screen. But Shawnee, since you were missing last episode, I'd like you to roll a nature check. Okay, so what you see with that 9 is that that thick undergrowth. There's a lot of different plants in it. You spot a few beautiful white flowers with 6 heart-shaped petals and grass-like leaves. The flowers rise above the bed of ivy and undergrowth. You also see bunches of small white flowers of a different shape. Each tiny flower has 5 widely spaced petals. And then the bed of ivy itself seems to be made of 3-leaved segments. The leaves are gently serrated. All of these are, kind of growing together. It's beautiful, but it doesn't quite seem natural. And then lastly, you do see these other vines that come up from the edges of the undergrowth going towards those pillars. The vines have scarlet and orange trumpet-shaped flowers that are climbing the pillars on the vines. And the vines themselves have leaves of deep green with spike-like serration. All the little trumpet flowers are raised towards the bit of sun that is peeking through the canopy.
The way those flowers are growing, that's not really natural. And all of the petals, they're clawed.
So I don't know if you remember, because you seemed a little spaced out on our way over here before, but they mentioned that one of the signs that we might be near a Titan piece is like really lush but weirdly vibrant plant life and also carnivorous plants. So maybe that's a sign.
I can get closer
Seems
and
likely.
see if they react.
What if they react by eating you?
We would know for sure that they're hostile.
That's true. It'd be good science. Go ahead.
No. Why don't we just throw a little bit of meat at them and see what happens?
Do you have
Ooh,
meat? You're just
course.
carrying meat?
We
Of
have
course.
Good idea.
rations.
We have the deluxe rations. Of course we have meat. It's not fresh meat, but
Oh, but that's good meat.
look, you can have some of mine.
Okay.
Are deluxe rations spam?
If you would like them to be. You can make this decision of what you
no,
think
not so
Dawn's
much.
ration is.
I don't
I'm
think
gonna
Marigold
say
would eat
bacon.
spam.
No.
I
bacon.
could say there could be like some a bacony like or like a prosciutto,
Some
something
jerky.
like better than just a standard jerky, because I think a normal trail ration would have like just some jerky and like I don't know, the equivalent of MREs.
Hardtack.
Yeah, hardtack, that kind of thing. But I think the deluxe, it probably has some better quality meats. I know we said it had some nice like trail mixes. It had what else did we mention? I think it had like some
Oh, it had
like-
sweets in it.
oh yeah, it did have sweets. It had some sweets in it, and it probably has like some sort of nice bread that's different than just like a hardtack, something a little bit nicer.
I'll approach and not too close, and I'll pour out a little water and see if they react.
Okay, where on the map, show me where you pour the water. Like by if you hold down the left mouse button, it'll ping for you.
Let's see, not too far from everybody. Are they over here?
Okay, so are you going to do it like right here?
Yes.
Okay, so as you pour water into the undergrowth, the water kind of seeps in, goes along the petals, and you don't see anything at first. But I would like you to roll a perception check, and I would also like Kervin to roll a perception check.
Show
All
off.
right.
Okay. Oh, and I would like to advise you all today. Right now we don't have the map up, but once we have the map up on the screen on the Twitch, you're not allowed to look at it today. Other days you can look at it. Today you can't look at it. So
Okay.
pop out the chat. You're not allowed to see it later. Okay. Once everybody has their Twitch chat popped out, let me know.
I'm
Good.
out of the Twitch
Okay.
chat.
Okay. Is everybody out? Not in the
Yep.
Okay, cool. Alrighty, Bevan, if you want to switch to the map screen, stream's gonna see a lot of potential things. Not all of these mean things, but some of them do.
Oh boy.
So don't look, players.
Right,
Okay.
It's not nice to keep secrets.
Well, I'm just a very secretive person. Clearly, I'm trying to lie to you all.
It's that Slytherin. I knew
Zaza-
it.
It
Zaza
is.
wants to know everything you're doing, though.
Zasa will learn in time. Alrighty, so Shaho, what you see is there is additional movement in the undergrowth. You see something that shines, kind of like scales.
I'm gonna back up.
It's a wise decision.
Else?
As you see that one moving, as you see that bit of scales, you do spot additional movement from here, and here.
We're missing the pings.
I don't
think
see
you pinged
the-
on the wrong layer.
Oh yes, I probably am. Haha. Let me fix that. No, that's map. I forgot that if I ping on GM layer, you can't see it.
It's
So
a secret ping. Oh.
yeah, secret ping. So here,
Ah.
here,
There you go.
here, and here, all within the underbrush. So you see scales, you see slithering, but you can't exactly tell what it is, but I think you kind of know.
Guys, right through this area, there's something slithering.
Oh, would you like me to make a very loud noise?
Would that
What's
be
wrong with slithering?
Well, nothing, darling.
Don't know if it's a friendly slithering or a dangerous slithering.
Let's just ask.
While they're
Hey,
asking, I'm pulling out my
you.
war scepter.
Oh no.
In Inasoth. Hey, you. Right there. And there. And there. And there. Hi.
You don't hear anything back in Asath, but you do hear like a and it kind of sounds like it maybe is almost Asath, but it's definitely probably an animal.
Yep. Time for some bagpipes. All right, here we go. Let's see. All right, rolling
Their
intimidation.
accent's really weird.
Rolling intimidation. That's an 8.
Okay, so what actually happens is the
Oh, no.
let me get closer here, back in my GM lair. Instead of being intimidated, the slithering thing closest to you pops up, and you see that it is a snake. The one next to it also pops up.
Oh, help.
But the other two that are further away, they didn't really notice, and they just kind of you see additional slithering, and you kind of see the leaves moving, and it looks like they've moved away from you. So only 2 popped up, but you know there is more that have moved, that are over here-ish. So kind of they moved that way. But these 2 did pop up. I'm going to pull up the initiative tracker. And I'd like everybody to roll for initiative. Remember to click your token before you do so.
Guys, I was kind of hoping it was just one snake that would leave us alone if we stomped a lot.
That would have been nice.
It would have been really nice.
Thanks.
And I'm tired.
Unfortunately, no.
Alrighty, let's order this accordingly.
Oh, good. Question, DM. For my new shiny spell, does the creature have to share a language with me or be able to understand music?
I suppose I didn't consider that. I did say creature. I personally feel that an animal can understand the sound of music. My friend's cat, for instance, knows when she's humming and singing. So I would say that an animal can understand music. It might not understand the full effect of music. So I would say for a non-humanoid creature or like a non-intelligent creature, like I don't think a snake is that intelligent. I think
that's racist.
I know. So racist against the snakes. I'm sorry. I don't mean it, Asathi. I would say that for it to work, I think I would have the creature roll twice. So basically have advantage against it. Because I don't think it understands the feeling. But if it still fails the save, then you can still affect it.
Okay.
Yeah. So it would work, but not as well as it would work on a humanoid or other more intelligent creature.
That's fair.
Okay, so first up we do have Zasa.
I'm sure you're very nice, but I'm gonna step over here.
Okay, so since you did leave the area of attack, it does get an attack of opportunity on you.
I'm not a lore bard.
Let's see if it can bite ya.
Chump.
So that was a 14. Does a 14 hit ya?
Yes.
Okay, so make me a Constitution saving throw. This is a poison though, so you do get the advantage. Okay, so you definitely did fail that. I do want to ask, how long ago does the party believe they last had the herb?
That's a good question. As a player, I feel like we haven't been walking in the woods that long.
Okay, I would accept that. I think you probably took it right when you got into the woods. I don't think you were waylaid by the Fae that long because you scared the sprites away. If you hadn't scared the sprites away, I think an hour would have been up. So yeah, I'll accept that. So Zasa, you don't get to roll again for the save itself, but I believe I said you can roll a D4, I think is what I said. So roll a D4 for me. Oh, it looks like I think you forgot the slash roll. There we go. Okay, so since you got the one, it definitely affects you. So you just get 1 damage of piercing and 2 poison damage. I think you might only take 1 poison damage. I would check your sheet to see exactly how poison affects you. But so
I have resistance. So
okay. So yeah, then it would just be 1 damage of poison and 1 piercing for you. Okay.
Well, that's very rude. So.
All right, Caravan.
Oh no, they.
Oh yes, you
I
are
still have an
within
action.
range. So.
That's on both of them.
Yes, you do. So ignore that. Okay. Oh yeah, it does hit both. Let me check and see here. They need to save. That one definitely makes it. They both make it, unfortunately.
Rude.
And it was only 1, so even if it was half, that would be 0. Okay, so the acid misses the snakes, but it does hit the undergrowth, and you see some of it kind of sizzle away. You're able to see some more of the healthy natural grass below. It looks like not the entire area is contaminated, but this very specific area of brush and undergrowth where it looks thicker is.
Okay.
Alrighty, so Caravan.
Caravan is going to take a little, if this were a different edition, it would be a 5-foot step. And she is going to square off against the snake. And she is going to say, "It's not nice to bite someone without consent. Oh my gosh." And she's going to claw it.
Exactly.
She's not going to claw it.
She's not going to claw it.
Threateningly at it. She's menacing.
The snake does like a snaky juke. And it gets out of the way. But it appreciates your effort.
Nice.
Shadow.
That acid might be useful for destroying these plants after we take care of the snakes. And I'm going to attempt a claw attack.
Oh, you definitely hit. So this snake is was it the one closest to you?
Yes.
It is literally it is not a very strong thing. It dies. You successfully killed it. You obliterated it. You made snake can't say that word.
Sashimi?
Yes, thank you. My mouth was not cooperating with that one. Alrighty. So good job. You totally annihilated it. Marigold.
Mm-hmm. Wait, what was that? Oh, Corinne, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I see it here. Wait. Oh, Bevan, you're looking at the wrong one. Can you put us on the one all the players are on right now? Our stream master apologizes. He didn't realize we were on this map. This probably makes a whole lot more sense to all of you. He says he's a failure, but
see, if you hadn't been trying to keep secrets, we as players could have caught that.
I'm sorry. I don't want to ruin the entire session.
Just throwing it out there.
I should be keeping some secrets. Okay, alrighty. Marigold, you are up.
Would you say that these snakes weigh more than 10 pounds?
No, they are little baby snakes.
Are they?
They're youngins. They're
I'd like to
small.
cast Mage Hand and grab one.
You can certainly do that. What are you gonna do after you grab it?
Yeet!
Okay, which direction do you yeet?
Over here, away from the party.
Okay, so you, how far can you throw something with Mage Hand?
No.
Okay, just roll me a d20. Roll me a d20.
Okay. For Mage Hand, the rules are you can move it 30 feet, so I will not actually throw the snake. I will just take the snake with the Mage Hand and move it 30 feet away from us.
Okay. Let me
pick it up by the scruff of its neck.
And just...
Okay, it ends up all the way over here. Like
That's fine.
Yeah, I'm going to put it all the way over there. This snake is gone.
That is a future party problem. It's not an us problem anymore.
Yeah, that's somebody else's problem.
Yeah, present party no longer cares.
Okay, so you do know that there is additional snakes in the underbrush, but you have dealt with the ones that are currently right here. Let me just remove this one from turn order because he is no longer your problem. So if you would like to take a further look at the undergrowth, you can roll another nature check or Zasa, I would let you roll a standard, like a knowledge check or like an arcana check for to basically try and see what these plants are because they are definitely useful plants.
Aww.
Okay, Nate. Shaho, if you want to roll another nature, you can.
I'm going to take another look.
Okay.
Now that they're not slithering. Okay, an 18, definitely. So what you see is that the various flowers that you saw and the ivy, all of them are poisonous, every single one. The white flower with 6 heart-shaped petals and grass-like leaves is a death lily, which is very poisonous if ingested. The small white flowers of different shapes with the tiny bundles and the widely spaced petals is poison hemlock, which even a small amount can kill you if it is ingested. The bed of ivy itself is made of poison ivy, which will cause contact dermatitis. And the vines that were growing up the pillars are a trumpet vine. They also cause contact dermatitis. So literally everything in this brush area is incredibly poisonous. It's like poison is growing up from the ground here. Absolutely everything is. As you saw with the snakes, they were also poisonous. So definitely a Serpenthold.
I'm going to take some water and wash off my claws.
A wise idea.
I'd also like to take maybe 5 to 10 arrows and just dip them all in the underbrush.
Oh, okay. I think I'll give you a minor poison effect for that. So the arrows now do the 10 that you did have a 1d4 of poison for them. So it's not super strong or anything, but it is just kind of a standard poison.
And as DM, how many arrows would you prefer for me to have with that effect?
I would say you said 10, so I'll go with 10. That's fine.
Cool.
Yeah, 10 works. I trust you to just rub your arrows in the undergrowth.
Yes.
Can you help me collect some of those flowers?
They're quite poisonous.
Yes, but if he doesn't use his hands, then
with the mage hand, yes, of course. Actually, no, don't worry about it. Well, actually, it's sort of holding whatever. Dismiss the mage hand. Summon it back again and start gathering plants for our wizard.
Alrighty. As you're doing that, you see a raven enter the clearing. The raven flies towards you, Marigold, and it is clutching a little letter in its talons.
I'll hold out my hand for it.
It lands on you. It kind of just drops the letter like on your arm.
All right. Thank you.
And then it stands there looking at you expectantly.
You get fan mail everywhere.
I know, this is really strange. Payment. Is there like a little bag?
Yeah, there is like a little tiny bag, like on its talon.
Okay, I'll give it a silver, I guess, because
Okay.
Raven messengers are not cheap.
Exactly.
Put a little silver in the bag, scritch it.
It caws happily. It does like a caw, caw, and then flies off.
Okay, what's this?
How did a bird find you in the middle of a magical forest?
I'm just fabulous. Reading the
Okay,
letter.
give me 1 minute. I'm actually going to link you this letter so you can choose
Oh.
to read it aloud or not.
Okay,
So give me just a minute.
exciting.
I'm going to put it in the Zoom chat. So everybody, you have to only read it if Rune says you can.
Okay, hold on.
Let me find Zoom chat. Here we go.
All right.
Okay, so only read it if Rune says you can, or if he chooses to read aloud. Because I closed Discord because it was slowing me down.
Marigold actually he stands there for a moment and he just looks at the letter and just very carefully folds it, puts it in his coat, adjusts his hair. Right, well. Okay then.
Okay.
Must have been your number one fan.
Darling, everyone's my number one fan.
Especially me.
Yes, absolutely.
Alrighty. So now that that's done, you do see the raven fly away in the distance. And you have your letter. It was wax sealed and it looked quite fancy. But it's up to you whether you tell the party.
If
Alrighty.
they ask. We are sort of
Hey,
in the middle of
Marigold!
What
was that about?
I hate you so much. Oh, nothing. Just fan mail. I get it pretty frequently because of who I am.
You're in the
Oh,
middle
come on.
of
You know we don't like secrets.
Yeah, it's a fairy forest. We're in the middle of a freaking fae forest, and a weird raven comes out of nowhere and gives you mail, and you're telling me it's just from like some kid who's in love with you? I don't think so.
It was a pretty normal raven, actually.
I thought it was weird.
I thought they were nice.
I got
Isn't
vibes.
this just the most amazing flower? I don't touch it with my hands. I'm mage handing. Okay, all right. It was from a friend. All right, a
You
friend.
have other friends?
Yes, in many places.
Did you see him at the bar? He has all the friends.
Oh, okay, yes. I have to rub it in.
If you must know, it is from. How do I describe January? Oh dear. Look, he didn't finish my sleeves, and I'm not talking to him right now.
It's about your clothes?
Yes.
You got
it's
a
about-
letter in the middle of a magical forest about your outfit?
Do you want me to just read it? Is that what you'd like?
Please.
I mean, oh.
I mean, if you're just going to share the information, yes.
If you like, I can read it. If
No,
you tell me
I'll-
what January would sound like.
No, I'll read it myself because I'm reading it to them.
Okay.
My dearest Marigold. His ears are turning progressively pinker, by the way. They're just like the same shade as his hair at this point. I hope this letter finds you well. I heard you haven't played at Nell's in a few days. I'm sure they miss your dulcet tones. I know I do. I would scratch that out, but I don't mean to be so forward, but it's no secret my feelings for you. I'd love a letter back, but I know my correspondence has gone unanswered in the past. Forever yours, January.
It was fan mail.
It was some thirsty fan mail.
Forever is a really long time.
January is
Assign
my
yourself.
ex.
Oh.
Did you break up with him because of the
Yes.
sleeves?
No, I broke up with him because he was needy, darling.
Do you need us to talk to him and tell him to leave you alone?
Maybe.
Okay, well, once we're finished kicking everyone's ass in here and getting like the flesh pieces, we should go do that. Because if you want to leave you alone and he's still talking to you, that's a really loser thing to do, and we should handle it.
Oh, it's not his fault. I am gorgeous, as you've seen, but
okay, but you said to leave you alone, and he should.
It's not. It's complicated.
Yeah,
also,
sending a raven to the forest to find you, kind of extra.
Very extra.
Look, I like him quite a bit. It's just he wanted me to stay in one place, and I was like, "Darling, I can't." And he was like, "No, Marigold, you have to stay with me and run our little tailor shop together." And I just couldn't. I couldn't stay in that shitty little town for more than a week. How could he expect it for years?
Well, just put it behind you. We've got a task to focus on.
It's true. Hiromi. Not Hiromi. That's not your name. I don't know why I called you Hiromi. There's something in my brain. Zasa.
Cat, not lizard.
Yes.
Darling, can you fireball this or something? Whatever wizards do with paper they don't want. I just hand you the letter.
Acid.
Oh, all right. More of an acid than a fireball. But isn't this an interesting forest? Shouldn't we do something besides talk about my love life?
I don't like it. You want to keep going?
The forest or my love life?
The love life. It's spicy.
Look, if I told you about every single lover I have in every single town, we'd be here for the rest of eternity. So can we please, the forest?
Yes.
At the mention of the forest, Zasa just starts liquefying the tainted plants that were nearby.
Tainted plants. Okay.
Okay. So I will get rid of some of those then. Give me just a moment here.
Son, I feel I've got to. Okay, so some of them are just gone now. You got rid of a lot of them. You do hear more like agitated hissing as some of the underbrush goes away. It seems like the remaining snakes that are in there are not a fan of that. You actually see them come out of hiding. Let me get to the right layer.
While you're bringing those forward, do we also see a trail there, or is that just part of the...
That's just kind of part of the map. It's sort of like the acid kind of burned up some of the standard undergrowth there. Like the normal average ground, not just the tainted plants. Okay, so these snakes, they don't attack. They're just trying to get away from acid because they're, it's acid. And they all kind of exit stage left.
Pursued by a bear.
Yes, except this is right, but ignore that.
Stage left.
Oh yeah, it is stage left. You're right. Okay, so they exit stage left, pursued by bear, and just, kind of go into the undergrowth over here, just in the trees, doing standard snake things, as you do.
In the woods somewhere.
All right. Now that you have kind of cleared a path, do you continue to destroy the undergrowth here?
I mean, if it's still tainted.
It certainly is.
Zasa, my only concern is if you're aciding all the plants, what if it acids the Titan piece? Will that matter?
I don't think so.
I mean, they don't really...
Actually, no, this sounds like a in character. I should know this question. Or religion. They're the same thing, I guess.
Yeah, I think you know that Titans are pretty indestructible. You probably can't do anything to the pieces, not with a low level, acid splash, but you might want to be careful, as you know that there is prone, you were told that there is prone to be treasure and things around a Serpenthold, because others have died coming here. So if you're too liberal with all that acid, you might just destroy some loot.
Why don't Zasa, why don't we use just Mage Hands to just sort of clear? Do you know Mage Hand? Do you know the spell?
I know it. I can't cast it.
Oh.
But I know it. I've studied it.
What about a machete?
That's more practical, but also a little more splashy with the poison.
Oh, yeah, poison. Also, I don't have a machete. I have
a rapier.
Nice.
Oh, wait, you know what? I think I have... Oh, you know, I have this... What?
I'm gonna use prestidigitation and clean off all of the poisonous oils that are on the leaves. It won't destroy them. It'll just take like a few hours for them to excrete more poison.
I mean...
Creative.
I accept that use of prestidigitation.
Wow.
But
I like it.
I would like you to describe exactly what you do to prestidigitate this. Like, how are you... Make it showy. What are you doing to prestidigitate the poison off of poisonous plants?
So it looks kind of like car wash rollers coming up from the ground, just rolling the leaves, giving them a quick little massage, and pulling the poison off. Just and then a little spritz of water coming down to the top.
The leaves suddenly look sparkling clean.
What?
No, just kidding. They don't actually look different, but if you were to touch them now, the poison is greatly diminished. You know that with your current poison prevention methods, you could walk through this even with exposed skin and not really get injured at all. You might get a little bit itchy, but it's not going to be the serious damage you could have done to yourself otherwise. So you basically cleared the poison with a liberal use of prestidigitation.
I'm so proud of you.
All right. So as you've kind of you've cleared the way, allowing yourself to get closer to the pillars. Do you get closer to take a look, or do you do something else?
I don't know. Did we think about how we were going to transport these things, seeing as they corrupt the ground around them?
Well, we have that waterproof bag.
Oh, right, yes. Hopefully it fits.
The pillars are very large.
Like how large? Like 10 feet tall? Or?
They are, I'd probably say around 10 to 15 feet, maybe more. They're tall. You have to crane your neck up to look up. You can't see the tops from your current elevation.
Interesting.
I'll keep moving forward while searching through the underbrush.
Okay. As you get closer, you can tell that the pillars aren't stone, which you probably would have figured out before. They don't look firm enough, I guess. They have a certain softness to them. You do have to go closer, though, to get a better idea. You can't quite tell from where you are. Okay, I would like you to, do you touch it or do you just look at it?
I'm going to touch it.
Okay. So you touch the pillar. Nothing bad happens. So it's not like it's not dangerous just to touch it. You do have to be careful, though, because the ivy going up the pillars wasn't cleaned like the rest of the underbrush was. So be careful not to touch the trumpet flowers. But as you get a closer look, and as you start to feel it, the pillars feel cool but not cold, and they are definitely a little bit soft. There's a little bit of give. Do you continue touching it? Do you try to do something else? Does anybody else do anything?
I'm going to remove my hand. This material is unlike anything I've felt before. It's kind of soft and weird.
Like cheese?
I'll come over and look at it.
No, it's not as soft as cheese.
All right, I'll look at it.
Watch out for the ivy.
Okay, so when you're looking, I would like everybody who's now getting a closer look to just roll investigation check for me.
Sure, that won't go poorly.
Okay.
Okay.
I am not looking at the whatever those are. I'm keeping an eye out around us for any snakes.
Okay, so you're keeping an eye out. Alrighty, so Kai, you as you're looking, you kind of take a step back, and since you are the shortest, you don't have the best view. But as you take another step back, you notice that you can see that the material changes near the top of the pillars. It is this firm, kind of cool, pale substance, and then it's kind of shiny up near the top. As you're looking, you notice that it definitely kind of looks like a hard substance is up near the top. If anyone has a guess of what exactly these may be, you can guess. Otherwise, you can try touching it.
Are these the pieces we're looking for?
They probably are. What pieces do you think they are?
Soft on the bottom and hard at the top?
They have a part that is kind of hard at the top.
Is it a...
Yeah, there's something different up top, guys.
Is it a euphemism?
It's not a euphemism, but Shawnee just got it. It is fingers with fingernails.
Oh.
How do we transport something this size?
Well, if they're fingers, we can just fold them.
What?
Honestly, considered that.
Do your fingers not bend?
And there's 3 of them?
Yes, there are 3. They kind of look like the middle 3 fingers on a hand. So if you get rid of 2 of them, it would be giving you the finger.
Right, so how are we going to move these? I mean, are they heavy?
They do seem quite heavy, but I would like to remind you of something from the very first time you talked, well, I guess the second time you talked to Sina. She did tell you that once you found the Serpenthold and once you knew you had pieces, you could tell the trees and they would find a way to carry a message to her.
Oh,
that's right.
Right. Well, hey, trees!
Yeah.
Actually, I'll swap to Sylvan.
Okay, good idea.
I will speak Sylvan, and to the trees I will say, found your thing, please tell Ranger Lady, whatever her name was. You know her name.
Sina.
Sina.
The trees kind of sway, and you hear a little bit of a rustle. It reminds you of when Groot was talking. And you feel like your message was received. As the message travels, you kind of like hear the rustling get further away, as if it is traveling through the trees, like a game of telephone.
Well, hopefully they don't mess it up.
This makes my fur stand on edge.
I don't like it either, actually. How do we know this Sina person can be trusted anyway? Why are they gathering pieces of a Titan? They've been here for...
She set a trap for us, and we went for it, and then we beat her test that we didn't agree to take or know that we were taking. And then she's like, I'm collecting all this power, and we were like, cool. So...
When you say it that way...
Seems a little suspect, doesn't it?
But she also gave us money.
That's true. Who am I to say no to money?
As you're discussing this, it takes you a little, you're all discussing. You do start to hear some rustling coming from, let me make sure I'm on the right layer, coming from over here.
Okay.
The rustling sounds bigger than snakes. What do you do?
Right, so what if we killed her?
Then we don't get more money each time we do.
Right, but what if she's gathering things for some nefarious purpose?
I probably need to find that out before we just, kill her.
Hey, who's good at nature-y things? Knows how long it takes for things to grow?
Shaho.
Shaho.
I guess that'd be me.
How long do you think it took for these trumpet vines to grow up these fingers?
Roll me a nature check.
I'm going to look towards the rustling as this is happening.
So yeah, roll me a nature check, Shaho. You'd say that the plants grow pretty quickly, but they look older. You know, it looks like this isn't the first time they've grown. So you can probably assume that these plants have been here a while, as have probably the fingers, just due to the thick nature of the undergrowth and the way the vines look. They're not, you know, fresh vines by any means.
Probably generations of these vines have grown. Saza would know more about the time for the pieces, right?
Exactly, Zasa.
Sure. Which knowledge skill do you want for that? There like
roll
3 that would be relevant. I have Arcana, History, and Religion, and they all seem about even.
Yeah, they're about even. So roll whichever one you think Zasa would rely on here.
Ooh.
That's a good roll. So
Easy
you
clap.
know that these pieces would have been here since the end of the Titan War. It's unlikely that they've been moved here due to the fact that they are big, they are heavy to move, and people don't just try and move pieces of a Titan often. Usually they kind of stay where they've been put. So, you know, it's safe to say these have been here for around 150 years. Whether they've been affecting the land that entire time, but it's kind of getting to a bit of a tipping point where things are certainly getting worse.
Zasa will go ahead and relay that.
So they've been here for 100 and whatever years, minding their own business, poisoning the land, obviously. But
as you're discussing this further, the thing that had been moving through the trees finally breaks cover. And you see an Asaf.
Oh no.
oh, good.
And let me get to the right layer.
That's a very large snake.
So, are you seeing the snake right now?
Yes.
Well, you don't see the snake right now. That's actually not here.
Oh, all right then.
You're okay. That's all right. That's not important. If you saw a giant snake. But what you do see is an Asathi. You see an Asathi that is dragging an elven woman behind him. It is not Sina, but from his head to his feet, he looks every bit the same type of cultist you have fought prior. But he is dragging behind him a bound elven woman. Although she tries to convey stoicism, a few tears track down her cheeks as she is thrown to her knees beside him. And then you hear, if you hadn't been dragging your feet, we would have beaten them here. Was this your plan all along? And you hear her response, No, I don't even know them. Even as she truthfully denies knowing you, her eyes do plead for help.
Well, this looks fairly self-explanatory. I'm going to cast Hideous Laughter on him.
All right, let's clear this initiative order. And Marigold, since you've just decided to go for it, you can get in a surprise round. So everybody...
Wonderful. What's red and bad for your teeth? A brick! I know, sorry. I'm sorry, Megan. You're so disappointed in me.
This spell is the worst.
I love it.
It's one of my favorites.
Moment. I just have to get the right character here. There we go. Okay. Initiative.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, you need that from me, don't you?
Yes, yeah. Get your initiative in there.
Yeet.
Okay, and then he does a wisdom saving throw, correct?
Yeah, DC 13, I believe. Yes.
Okay.
Probably passed because level 2.
Yes, he does pass. He's like, I don't know what that means. And he is ready to fight. Let me organize this tracker.
Oh, I'm cultured.
Okay, Kai, you are up first.
Alrighty. I have my in my hand, and I go over to him. Actually, I'm already within range, right?
Where are you? Oh yeah, you're definitely in range.
Okay, cool. Yep, I take a swing with my war scepter.
And you hit. You straight up murder him. Wait, is it both pierce? Oh, wait, no, yeah, it's just 12. Okay, it's not 12 twice. I was like, wait a minute, how did you? Okay, you don't kill him, you get him good though. I was shocked. Let me.
24 damage right off the bat.
Yeah,
Level 2.
Small but
Jesus.
mighty.
Very mighty.
Small but mighty.
You go in and give him a good stab. He yells, and as he yells, you see that he is not alone.
Mm.
Boop. And then
Oh.
boop, and then boop.
Oh dear.
Yes.
Oh.
No one in. No one in.
I was watching for these guys.
But you did get distracted.
My fleshy fingers. Yeah,
Yep.
that'll get you.
Yep, you got
Yes.
distracted by the fleshy
Large
fingers.
fingers.
So let me just roll some initiative here.
Also, I don't know if you know this or not, but I can no longer see the turn tracker. It might have been hidden.
Oh, where'd it go? There we go. It's still there. Cool, thank you. I think I moved it and then it decided to disappear, which
It's
is
gone.
fine. So let me, so it will be Caravan's turn next, but I do need to reorder this. So, actually,
They
it
got
was
me,
one-
yeah.
they jumped in right ahead of you. So,
Rude boys.
uh,
Line cutters.
Salem, who comes out of the forest, sees that his leader has been gravely wounded by the itty bitty tin can, and he rushes forward. He can't get all the way over there, and he hopes Sally can handle it. And so he goes for Zasa, who is closest.
Rude.
He sees you and he's going in for a bite.
I don't know you.
Crunch.
I think he definitely hits for 3 damage. But because he did travel a bit of distance away, it looks like he was probably running. He doesn't get to do another attack. And it goes on to Sally, who is close enough to Kai to get an attack. He comes in swinging with a scimitar,
Hit me with your best shot.
and he misses. But then he goes in for a bite. Oh, I think that hits.
Yep, that one does.
Okay, so
Yeah.
he gets it. He first he goes swinging with the scimitar, but it was a clever distraction. He goes in and goes for a bite, probably on like your hand or your neck, some sort of exposed skin. Caravan, you're now up.
Okay, Caravan's gonna do a little jig over here to the one that just attacked Zasa and try to slap him around a little bit. Hopefully she has some better luck this time.
Hopefully.
22. Does that hit?
Nice. Yes, it does. You get him.
5 points of slashing damage.
He makes a little like a ow. He's not a very scary guy. Alrighty, do you do anything else?
She goes, "Why are you guys so mean? We're just minding our own business." That's it.
We need the fingers.
We need you to leave us alone.
No thanks. Marigold, you're up.
All right. Who looks hurt?
Right now, Zasa is the only one on your side who is like seriously hurt. But
Okay.
Kai has been hurt a little bit.
All right. I will look at Zasa and sing, "You were gonna cast some spells, but then you got stabbed," and cast Healing Word.
I love it.
On them. It's 5 healing to you, friend. And then for my bonus action, I will look at the one. Which one stabbed Zasa? this one or that one?
Yeah, the one up top.
This boy?
Yeah.
Excuse me, has your mother informed you you look like a boot? Vicious mockery. DC 13, please.
Okay, let's see. Let's see if his mother told him that. Yes, his mother did, and you brought up some really bad memories.
Oh no.
Okay, so that was 4.
Yeah, 4 psychic damage.
Like
4 trauma damage. Ergel doesn't feel bad in the slightest.
No. All right. It is Hansel's turn. Hansel is the big bad right up here. Alrighty. He is feeling a little bit overwhelmed right here, but he is serious. He's not backing down. Since Shaho is right in front of him, he's going to go in with a bite. Does a 14 hit?
It does.
Does. Okay, so that's 6 piercing damage.
Ow!
And then he comes swinging in with his scimitar. Oh, I think that definitely hits.
Yeah, it does.
Jeez.
So you
no.
because that is poison damage and you did take the herb, you do have a bit of a resistance here. So you don't actually take the full 3. You're going to take 2 poison damage, 7 slashing.
Whew.
So he is a serious badass, even though you almost took him down in 1 hit, Kai. So you see Shaho get bitten, and then as Hansel is still holding that bite on, he goes in with the scimitar, probably getting her somewhere along the side or the shoulder. It looks pretty serious. Okay, Shaho.
All right.
Oh,
I am very hurt.
Nice.
And so let's see.
So you get 1d8 plus whatever your spellcasting ability modifier is. Nice.
good shit.
Feeling a bit better.
So you're like, oh goodness. Gotta get those glowing hands going. Do you do anything else?
I cannot.
Okay. Alrighty. So, Zasa.
I'm gonna end up provoking to get to here.
Okay. Oh, do you provoke? Who did you? Because you never actually left.
Okay.
Salem's area of attack. So.
Okay, so areas of attack, not threatened squares. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, as long as he could always attack you, then you weren't actually leaving it.
Well, that means that I can see a 15-foot cone that includes those two.
Yes, you can.
Which means fun times.
Does the
Hit him
fact
with your
that it
best shot.
also includes your good buddy Caravan matter?
That's why I stepped here, so that it would like not
think-
Just burning beside me.
yes.
Yeah, I think it's. I'm trying to get my little thing here. I think it would be right, like here is what I'm thinking. Or like there, you know.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So, is it a dexterity save or does it just happen?
It's a dex save.
Okay.
DC 13.
Okay. So dex for 1. A 9, he fails. And a dex for the other one, a 10. They both fail and take 7 poison damage. This takes Salem down for the count. Let me move him so I can see his health. And he is... well, let's do that one. Okay, so he is down. And then he takes 7 as well. Good job, Zasa. Okay, now it is Solaris' turn, who just got burned. He's feeling extra crispy. He takes 1 step here and goes swinging for Caravan, I think. So he goes in with a bite. And 14.
Trying to hit a 15.
Okay, so then you see him bring out his scimitar. It seems he's trying to do the same maneuver that Hansel did, but he's not doing it as well. 12. He misses. But you do notice he had the same sort of blade that Hansel did. So look out for that guy. Alrighty. Kai, it is your turn. You almost saw Shaho go down, but she has righted herself.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I say to the one that just hit me, you did hit me with your best shot, but I'll be right with you. And I go back to the
He looks offended, like
the
I'm not worth your time.
I'm going to hit him with my skin because he just hurt my friend Shaho, and I didn't like that.
Oh yeah, you hit. So it's showing the roll twice here. I'm not sure why.
Oh, I think one of them is for holding it two-handed.
Gotcha. Which one are you doing right now?
That's all the only thing else. I'm doing it two-handed.
Two-handed? Okay, so then it'd be the third.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, you definitely take Hansel down. You, where do you get him?
He was being a little bit mouthy, so we're just gonna write.
I like it. Okay. Okay. So
if I can reach.
I think you can. A war scepter's long, I assume. I think you can get him. I'm sure it's fine. So he is definitely down. He's out. You see the woman who is beside him kind of struggling away from the body. Her hands and feet are bound, but she is kind of like wiggling away. You see her go a little bit further this way, trying to get closer to Zasa, as Zasa looks like help. You all do, but, there's, another person right here, so she doesn't want to go that way. All right, it is Salem's turn, which is Salem known as down? Yes, he is. So Salem's down. Let's delete you out of there. And then it is Sally's turn. Sally's like, I am so offended that you didn't think to attack me. I'm bringing the pain. And goes in for a bite, Kai.
Okay.
And misses.
Such a disappointment.
I know, right? It goes in with his scimitar, and a 15. I don't think that hits.
Miss. Nope.
He dings right off your armor. He looks embarrassed. He's like, I just watched Hansel die, and I can't even avenge him. Caravan.
I almost feel bad for him. Except I'm the villain in his story, so I can't. I will, seeing that Zasa is throwing out, Bernie stuff, I'm going to sidestep a little bit just to make sure I stay out of her path. And then I'm going to try to bring the pain on this guy in front of me.
Bring it.
I attempt to bring it. A 23, if that hits, will do 6 damage with my slashy claws.
You certainly bring the pain.
How's he looking?
Nice.
He's looking pretty rough. He's still up though. He's a little bit swaying. He's looking not great.
I'm gonna spend a key point and just whack him a couple more times.
You do it.
All right.
Oh, you knock him good. I'm just putting him to 0. He is well past it, but I don't feel like doing that math. And he is down. So right now, all that's left is Sally. He's still hanging out here, failing to hit anybody. But Marigold, you're up.
Okay, so I'm going to look at Shaho and sing, take a look at the snake man stabbing up the wrong guy. Oh man, wonder if he'll ever know that there's nowhere to go. He ain't gonna go far. And I'm gonna inspire Shadow, sorry. And that's gonna be my bonus action. And then I will let's see here. Is anybody still looking terrible?
No one's looking terrible. It looks like Shaho is still the most hurt. Kai has been hurt a little bit, but okay. You folks are looking pretty good right now. It looks like they might not have brought enough ammunition to this fight.
That's fine then. I don't actually have any offensive spells. So no, I will just lean over and whap Shaho with a cure wounds as well. So boop. There you go. 6 healing to you, friend.
Woo! Back at full.
And you are now inspired. Enjoy!
Alrighty. So, Shaho, it is your turn. You are inspired. You get, I believe it's 1d4 plus 1?
Yep.
1d4 plus 1 to your roll for, is it damage or attack? I'm having a bit of a brain fart here.
Inspiration. I don't remember how it works.
Either, actually.
We've only had to use it once.
It's onto your roll, I'm pretty sure. My roll doesn't help. D20 roll.
Yes, yeah. So I think it's the attack. It's attack. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yes. One ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Okay, so you can roll extra to hit.
Nice.
+1, because I use my voice and I have a tattoo. It's fancy.
It is
Very
fancy.
cold. What a gift. And small but mighty indeed, Kai. And I'm gonna hop over here for 15 feet. And feeling very much inspired, I'm gonna go for a longbow shot.
Yeah. Oh, somebody else showed up. Great.
Yeah. I'm like, who was that?
Your new
No,
friend.
Bino Asati.
Yes.
Oh, no.
And I went
okay.
after Sally.
Okay, so for Sally, you definitely hit Sally.
Woof.
Sally is not looking good. Let's see. But
Oh,
they
I
are,
guess are they resistant to poison?
they are resistant to poison, but it is still it does still take poison. So roll your d4. We'll see what it is.
Oh, wrong way.
We'll see what it is. If you get anything but a 1, it does do extra damage. A 3. So you do 1 damage. So 1 extra of the poison. So Sally has an arrow like come and get stuck right in his shoulder. He hisses and he's like, ouch. And he is not looking pleased about that. It's kind of like the kind of moment. And let's see here. Let me reorder our turn order.
Oh, sorry about that.
I don't know what you did.
I just whacked minor illusion by accident.
Oh, that's okay. I'll ignore it. Okay, so we'd be on Zasa next. Let me just reorganize this.
Oh.
There we go. I had to add someone new to the turn order, so I had to reorganize. Alrighty, so Zasa, you're up next, and you do notice that Sally is still up, but another contender has joined the battle.
I have a dumb idea.
What do you do?
You, over there. Tell me. Do you know what a monk's favorite dessert is?
I
Key
don't know why.
lime pie.
Us! Wisha does not know why that's relevant and doesn't find it funny. I find it very funny. Let me roll his wisdom.
Oh
Let me roll his wisdom. We'll see. Oh, whoops, the wrong one. Yeah, that's wrong character sheet. Let's get the right one. Okay, here we go. Ah, yes, he does not find it funny. He's like,
No.
puns are beneath someone such as me.
Why does nobody think our jokes are funny?
I'm so disappointed in all of you.
All right, Kai, you are up. Sally is still standing, but it does look like there is someone more dangerous on the horizon.
Oh, good.
I see. Be careful what you ask for, Sally. And War Scepter.
Oh, and a miss.
Oh.
Sally is like weak. Even though he looks like he's about to fall over. He really shouldn't be like sassing you, but he's a sassy snake. What can I say? All right. He's ready to fight. He's going down swinging. They are serious about this.
We're going down swinging. Sorry.
Exactly. He goes under the bite, and it's a miss. He goes in with the scimitar. He misses again. He is just not good at this. He's like the guy that they trained wrong as a joke, and he doesn't know it. So he's just not very good.
He's went below.
Yep. Alrighty, Caravan, it's your turn.
Key them.
I will finish kicking this guy's ass in front of me, and then I will wheel on the sound of the new person approaching.
Oh, so the one in front of you already has his ass kicked.
Yes, exactly. But this is like, it's flowing. I just kicked the ass.
Yes.
Now I'm moving on to the next ass.
Oh, gotcha. I thought you meant you were kicking 2 asses. My mistake.
I'm flowing smoothly from ass turn to next ass turn. Yeah, I'm going to turn to this new guy. Are you with them or us?
Oh, well, I don't know who you are, so...
YOLO?
Does he like have his sword out and look threatening?
He doesn't look like he's your friend. I mean, he is an all white Asathi with red eyes. He is wearing robes similar to the other Asathi, but he looks like he's probably more important.
So he has the oath taker.
Yeah, he's wearing
robes.
The oath taker garb.
I narrow my eyes and approach. I give him a good slap. I menace him.
Yeah. You slap the air in front of him menacingly. He looks very menaced.
Good.
All right, Marigold, your turn.
Okay, I have a stupid idea.
Okay.
Do it.
So Minor Illusion says it fills an area of a 5-foot cube. So what I would like to do is create a hollow box that is opaque and put it over this man's head. So he can't see. He must make an intelligence saving throw to determine whether or not it is an illusion. I put a box on this man's head.
Yes, please do so. Is there anything like he has to roll a
Minor Illusion? If he physically interacts with the box, it's hovering, so it's not touching him.
Okay.
This is like the ultimate not touching you game.
Okay, and is that the new guy, Wisha?
Yes,
or is that Sally?
This boy here.
Okay, Wisha.
All right, and I would like to turn to Kevin and sing, "Do you like punching? Yeah, you like punching. Do you like stabbing? Yeah, you like stabbing. Do you like punching? Do 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 do." You're inspired. I don't know.
I feel it. I
It's
feel
a waffle
inspired.
song. Okay. So
yeah, 1d4 + 1. Congratulations. That's the worst Bardic inspiration I've ever done.
Oh no, I liked it. Okay, so to clarify, with this box that is now over him, it is opaque, so he cannot see.
Yes.
Okay, so his vision is blocked. Gotcha. Okay, just wanted to clarify. All right, so it is Wish's turn. He suddenly has a opaque box around him. He's like, it's suddenly very foggy in here. And he tries to kind of like reach out, to feel. So he is going to interact with the illusion.
All right, cool.
And what do I roll?
It's a DC 13.
Okay, and that's
Intelligence.
Okay.
Fail.
Let's see how he does. He fails. This fog is as thick as peas. So he can't really see. And he's gonna try and attack anyway. But he is definitely going at a disadvantage here. So let me take a look here.
I feel bad fighting this guy.
You did just blind him.
You're getting so much use out of cantrips.
And I'm don't mind me. I'm just checking his spells to see which ones he has to see to do. All of them. Yeah, that I can see.
This is what is commonly referred to as a dick move.
Okay, so since he can't see anything, he knows he can't cast a single spell he has. So he just starts swinging very wildly with his scimitar. He's going towards what he thinks is Caravan, but he can't see much. He gets a 6, so he misses. But he does try and bite the air. And a 16, does it hit?
That hits.
He somehow hits you. Even though he's can't see a goddamn thing. So it's for 6 damage. He gets a bite off on you somehow, even though he thinks he's surrounded by fog that is incredibly thick.
All right.
But he could have been a lot more scary. Shaho, you're up.
Well, you see that Shaho's attention was focused on Sally, but now, let's get. Can I make that movement? Let's see, 5, 10. Yes, I can. But now, I want that box.
Okay.
Oh. What?
She's a cat. She's gonna get in the box.
Gotta get in the box.
Oh no!
For the box.
Oh no!
I want the box.
You have to make an intelligence save to make sure you know it's not real.
Okay,
no.
so you shoot towards the strange opaque box that is suddenly there, and you definitely hit the person inside. You hear like a and he takes some damage here.
What have I done?
You've distracted the cat. Oh, and he actually gets an extra -2 for the poison.
Oh, nice.
Okay,
Box.
she's going towards that box. All right, Zasa, you're up.
Well, that's a thing that's happening. Sally, you gonna give up?
Never.
Well,
Oh, okay. Sally's going for it. Let's see how dexterous Sally is. He's really been a failure this entire time. Oh, he's got it, even though he didn't have disadvantage. He still has it. Okay, so Sally is able to dodge out of the way. Is Acid Splash a save or suck, or is it a half?
it's hit or miss. So
Okay. Alrighty. So it misses, but it's Sally. He is no threat to anybody. Kai, it's your turn.
All right. I woke up feeling a little extra mighty this morning, so I'm going to try something for the first time. See?
All right.
And I, real quick, place my hand over this little emblem that's right under on my armor. And cast Divine Smite.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Fuck yeah.
Sally. And then, let's see. And then I'm going to use my War Scepter and to hit.
All right.
Oh!
The War Scepter misses. The
Yep.
Divine Smite, my camera was cutting out a little bit. Was that for Wisho or Sally?
I should have done that the other way, done the hit and then the Divine Smite. So, yeah.
Okay.
First time playing Paladin.
That's all right. That's all right. So does it not hit if you do not hit?
Right.
Okay. So you glow very briefly, but because the hit misses, it kind of fizzles, but you still look very cool. You're still kind of glowing. You have a very scary look about you, and Sally is intimidated. He would take a step back if he, didn't have an oath to keep, but he doesn't actually get hurt. All right, so Sally is up. He's still fighting. He is a zealot essentially, and he goes in for the bite. 12, he misses. Sally can't hit a goddamn thing. Goes in for his scimitar. A 22! Does he hit you, Kai?
No, he doesn't. Oh, wait, hold on. Yes, he does.
Okay. I was about to say, damn. Okay, so you do take 7 damage. He is incredibly pleased with himself. He is half dead, but he finally hit something. He is so happy. You made his night. You're probably going to kill him next, but you made his night. Maybe the first time he's ever hit anybody in his entire life. Caravan.
he has a mic drop with the scimitar. Just
Yes,
Sally out.
Karen is also very confused by this box appearing in front of her, and then this guy kind of like groping towards her, but then he sinks his little teeth into her, and she doesn't like that. So she's gonna go back at him. She will go ahead and use her inspiration on that.
Okay. So it'd be 1d4 plus 1.
No.
So you do get 2, you get 12. It does miss, even though he is in the fog. Somehow, basically, you can't see him either.
I'm also confused by this box. His head is somewhere here. I'm trying to slap his face for biting me. I don't know where it is. It's just a box. Very confusing. I'm going to go ahead and spend my other key point and double attack this guy.
It's a snake in a box.
Oh! There we go. How about a 16 or a 13?
A 16 hits.
5 damage.
So you do 5 damage to Wisha. He is amazed that you can hit with all this fog around him. Marigold.
Okay. Is Sally dead?
Sally is still alive, but
Cool.
Is Sally really worth it?
Somehow still alive.
Somehow.
Actually, you know what? I'm not going to attack Sally because that is not Marigold's style. I am going to hop over to this elven woman who is currently tied up on the ground and probably not immune to poison, and I'm going to untie her, and that will be my action.
Okay, I would like you to roll an investigation check as you do so.
Sure. 19.
All right. You notice something strange as you're untying this woman. Her hands feel larger than they should, as do her feet. She feels a little bit scaly, even though she looks to be a standard elf without scaly skin.
Right. I don't untie her. Instead, I stand up and I put my rapier at her throat.
She's like, I haven't done anything. I don't understand. I thought you were helping me.
Yeah, I don't believe you. Stay there.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm tied up.
Mm-hmm. That's my turn.
Okay. Alrighty. Give me one moment here. I just need to do something behind the scenes that you can't see.
Glad I made that investigation check. That might have gotten real interesting.
Yes, it might have. Okay. Okay, cool. Alrighty, so it is now Wish's turn. He is going to try and hit the person he assumes is in front of him. He's still very confused, but he's gonna try and interact with the fog again. He's gonna reach out, searching, trying to maybe locate the person. And as he does, he gets to roll that intelligence save again.
Mm-hmm.
A 22. He figures it out. He's like, minor illusion. That's a good one. Clever.
Thank you. I thought it was very funny.
I'm going to kill you all.
Great.
Where's the box?
I'll get you another one, darling. Don't worry, a real one.
All right, so he goes in for a bite. Yes, a bite on our dear Caravan. He misses, and then he goes in with his scimitar, and he probably hits with a 19 for 8.
Yes.
Oof.
That hits.
So he gets ya. Shaho.
No poison on that one?
No poison on that one.
Excellent. I'm real pissed about it.
Oh, but he does. He kind of moves to the side a little bit. He doesn't leave your range, but yeah. Alrighty. Oh yeah, you are pissed about that. Shaho, your turn.
You took away my box.
Sorry.
I did. It seems it was Wish's fault the box is gone. I don't know.
Oh man.
You miss. It goes right by his head, hits some of the
You
underbrush.
used your inspiration.
I already did.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah. It does land in the underbrush. Zasa, it's your turn.
Well, hyperfocus is hyperfocus. So Sally.
Okay, Sally needs that DC 13. Come on, Sally, or do you have it in you? He does not. He gets hit for 1 again. Just like gently picking away at this poorly trained Asathi. Alrighty. As you are, doing that, there seems to be something possibly going on over by Marigold. You do see that he is holding the rapier on this elven woman. And let me try something here. Okay. She wiggles around a little bit, but doesn't seem to do anything. And then we get... actually, she tries to back up a little bit. Marigold, do you do anything?
Yeah, I'm going to stab my rapier down into her clothing. Not her, but just down into like her robe or her garment or something to keep her from moving.
I would like you to roll an attack with your rapier anyway.
Sure. I do the stab. I don't do the stab.
You don't do the stab. So you do hit the edge of the cloak, but it's not very threatening. She does wiggle away just a little bit. It's not like a full 5 feet. I have to put her here, but she's really more of like 2.5 feet away from you. She wiggled a little bit, but doesn't really go anywhere. Kai.
Mm-hmm. Well, the pain was welcoming. I'm getting bored. We're going to go for the War Scepter again.
Oh, a miss.
Oh, wow.
With that critical failure, please roll me a D100.
Oh no.
Oh boy. D100.
Okay, you're fine.
Okay.
Nothing happens. You just miss. Somehow, Sally is very dexterous, despite being a complete failure at just about everything else. It's Sally's turn. He's ready to go. He's ready to rumble. He is gonna try and bite you. 21 for 5.
Oh, well. Uh-oh. It does, yes.
Okay. And then he goes in with his scimitar.
Uh-oh.
He misses. He's not that good.
Okay.
Caravan, it's your turn.
Caravan just got stabbed. She clutches at the wound, like in disbelief. She pulls her hand back. She sees the blood. She looks up and she looks pissed. And she screams and jumps at this guy. So she's gonna make a claw attack. Hopefully she hits.
Hopefully. I think. Hold on. Let me check him.
15?
Misses. Just misses.
Whoa.
Huh. Rude. She looks very mad, but there's nothing she can do about it. That's her turn.
All right. So let me just do a little behind the scenes here. Give me just a minute.
Do I technically not go before Blondie there?
Oh, yes, you do. It bumped her forward. Sorry about that. Yes, it is your turn, Marigold. Go for it.
Okay, cool. All right, so she steps away from me, right?
Yeah, she wiggled away about 2.5 feet.
Right.
A standard wiggle.
That's not going to do at all. I will step forward again and attempt to just pin her to the ground. I'm not aiming for her clothing this time.
Okay, you're aiming for her fleshy bits.
Is she prone?
I would say she is prone, yes.
Cool, I have advantage. That's 10 piercing damage.
All right. So as you make contact with the elven woman, something strange happens. You feel like you're digging your sword into something much bigger and meatier than just a standard elf. Give me a moment to get to my GM lair.
How many standard elves has Marigold stabbed?
I haven't
like
asked.
to know. And it depends on what you mean with, darling.
Oh.
Alrighty, give me just a moment here.
Oh my shit! Oh, I've done a bad thing.
Okay.
What?
What
is that?
What was once a beautiful elven woman is now a pretty gigantic and hideous looking hag of some sort.
Great.
It is she seemed to have a mirage of beauty going on before. There is like a cloak that slips off of her head and shoulders. And as it slips away, more and more of this large, green, scaly body appears. She is 10 feet tall, viciously ugly, and she seems to be the manifestation of vile intent. She is pissed.
Hideously ugly by whose beauty standards?
I'd say most. But, maybe you're into that kind of thing.
I will use my bonus action to, fuck.
I hope that's not what you choose to do. I don't know if she consents.
No. Oh
my goodness.
All right. I just look over at Kai, and to inspire Kai, I will simply scream, "Help!"
Alrighty. So
consider yourself inspired, brave paladin. Oh God.
With this, as she transforms, she casts a spell.
Oh no!
Good. Fuck me up, fam.
Let me. I need to grab a thing here, and just let me grab a thing.
That was a mistake, and I'm sorry.
The time for discussion has passed.
Damn.
She casts a spell, and as she does so, the staff she once held in her hand is turned into a large constrictor snake.
Oh, holy crap.
Oh, that's the snake.
That's the snake.
Well,
there's a giant snake now. And she also steps back and away from you. Let me see. I need to. Yeah,
Elbow.
So you do get to take an attack of opportunity.
Yoink.
You miss.
I'm actually sorry.
But she does stay here. She does stay within range of Zasa, so Zasa does not get one. But as the constrictor comes to life, it sees Marigold, who seems to be the one who has pissed off its owner, and it begins to kind of go towards you. You feel its large, sinuous body beginning to wrap around you. It misses, but it's trying to grab you.
Oh no.
Great.
Alrighty. Let me just check one thing. That should be her turn. Yes, it is. Alrighty. So now it is Wisha's turn, who is still alive, folks. We still have Wisha in on this battle. Let me just grab him. There we go. All right. So Wisha is just going to keep trying to fight Caravan. He sees Riasa, turning into her lovely hag self. And he's like, I've got this handled over here. You can, do your thing.
He has advantage on attacks against me, just as a reminder of how this rage works.
Ah, yes, he does. Alrighty, so he goes in for a bite.
About to die.
23 for 4.
I'm still up, barely.
Oh, boy.
I have one hit points.
And I do have to say, he's going to try and hit with his scimitar.
Go for it.
Oh, no.
15, does it hit?
That's my AC.
Oh,
okay.
boy.
So it does bring you down to 0, but you don't go negative.
No.
You are dropped. Once it is your turn, you will have to start making death saves.
Oh, good.
I'm sure I'll be healed by then, so it'll be fine.
Of course, you'll be fine. Everything's
I'm out of spell slots.
I'm gonna die.
Should I put the turn order? There it is. Okay. Shaho, you're up and things got hairy.
That they did.
Oh, I'm out of inspiration too. This is good.
At this point, you can all look at the stream if you want. These were all the surprises. There are literally no more. I promise.
Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna keep trying for the albino.
All right, go for him. Get Wisha. Oh, you hit. Wisha is still up, but you get a very good hit in. Is there a particular place you would like to take that out? Oh, yes, and do your poison as well. You do still have those. Okay, so he takes 11 damage.
I want to aim for the face.
Okay. It actually goes into his eye, and he is very upset about that. He yells, "That was my favorite eye!" Zasa, you're up, and you have a giant monstrosity next to you, as well as a giant snake.
Turns out there's a limit to hyperfocus.
Sorry.
Well. Do. I don't know if you can.
I do see the box.
Okay. The box is relevant because stop attacking my friend.
Grease. Huh?
Grease.
Okay, it's difficult terrain.
She's a maniac.
Hey, a question. Can you make a snake fall prone?
We're gonna find out.
I suppose you can. I just don't know exactly how it would work, but I guess we'll give it a shot. Okay.
It loses traction on the ground.
So it's like it's slipping along, but it can't go anywhere. Okay, that works. It fails. So it is. It's not prone because it's a snake, but it's not going to be able to constrict anyone because it's literally stuck in the grease, just kind of wiggling around and not going anywhere. Anything else you're going to do?
Nope.
Okay. Hi, you're up.
Just here.
Sally's still around, but he is not much of a threat. But you would have to leave him and he would get an attack of opportunity. So it's risky with only 5 HP.
Yeah. Crap. I really need to. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. But I'm going to risk it. And I am going to run over to Caravan.
Risk it for the biscuit. Okay, so Sally gets to take a swipe at you.
Rolo.
16. I think you're okay.
Oh, that's...
Does that just hit you? Does it just hit you?
Yes, it does. Yep.
Okay.
My armor class is 16.
That does take you down as well.
Oh, good.
You fall.
Yeah, we're in trouble, guys.
All right.
Shit is getting hairy. All right. Who's up next? We have Sally. Sally is feeling incredibly powerful. He just took down the person who literally would not stop stabbing him. And he
Damn you, Sally.
Like a Bamf. But he also, isn't just going to go after someone who's down. Let me see how far he can get. He's gonna
Have revenge, Sally.
He's gonna go over here. And he's going to try and attack Marigold. You made fun of his friends and maybe him. I honestly don't remember at this point. He's gonna bite you.
Cool.
22 for 6.
Ow! My dignity.
And then he is going to try and scimitar. We'll see how he does. Oh yeah, he can never do 2 attacks.
He misses.
He's awful. Caravan, you are down. I would like you to roll a death save for me.
I would be happy to do that for you, Corinne.
Back to life.
4.
That's not good, but it's not awful. It could have been worse. Yeah. Okay. So you don't get up, but you don't necessarily get worse. You're just not feeling very nice.
No.
It's now Riasa's turn.
That boy.
She let's see, what does she do? She does this. She casts False Life on herself and gains 1d4 plus 4 temporary hit points. So she gains 5 hit points. And then the snake, which I didn't give a turn, but I'm just having it go after Riasa because it makes sense. Oh wait, did I give it a turn? Yeah, I didn't. So the snake, it can't get out of the grease. So it's going to do another dexterity save to see if it can. Nope, it is still stuck in the grease. So it can't do anything. It's just flailing around, making sad snake noises. Marigold, things are looking dicey.
Oh, they really certainly are. Do I know where that thing is that just showed up?
I'd like you to roll me an Arcana check.
Sure.
Or religion.
Neither of those are good, so let's just go to Arcana. 17.
Hey, you know that this is a hag.
Oh, good. All right.
This is a hag, and hags, as is often mentioned in relation to Mormo. Mormo is the hag queen. She is the one who makes hags. You become a hag by joining yourself to Mormo, by deciding that Mormo is your bae. So you know that Riasa is definitely one of the people who is here to take the fingers, probably for Mormo, because that makes sense. But she is somebody who probably gave her entire life to Mormo.
Okay.
Even more so than the Oath Takers, who are, just still average Asathi.
All right. Are they, because, okay, this is, I guess that's all Marigold knows.
Yes. If you have a specific question, you can ask it. I'll see if it'll be within the realm.
This is more of an out of character question in terms of what, do hags do deals like they do in the Feywild here?
I would say that she might be open to a deal. She is a Fey, in a sense.
Right, okay.
But she is incredibly dedicated to Mormo, so.
That's fine.
You can give it a shot, though.
Right, okay, fine. I'm going to use my action to disengage.
Okay.
From the snake.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to... Who's behind? Oh, is that?
You do have Sally right behind you.
Sally.
Okay, so I will still take an AOO from somebody if I move. Okay,
yes.
Then I won't move. I'm going to turn to... What is her name? Riasa. Okay, right. No one has to die here. I'll make you a deal.
A deal? What kind of deal?
You let me and my friends go, you take your fingers. You want something else? I can give you something else.
You would just let me take them after all of this.
It's no skin off my nose. I don't know what any of this is about. But I also know I don't want them to die, so there's... You clearly outnumber us.
An interesting deal. It would be nice to kill you, though. Quite nice.
You can cause me more harm than not killing me. I can give you something that would cause me infinite misery.
Oh, and what would that be?
You can take my voice, just don't kill them.
Your voice, I
Marigold,
see.
no!
Oh, no.
They are going to kill us. I don't think we can fight this.
I think so.
Give her your bagpipes before your voice.
I actually wouldn't miss them.
Riasa seems to be thinking it over. I'd like you to roll me a persuasion.
This is the worst bargain I've ever made. That is a natural 20. I hate my life.
That is a natural 20. Riasa turns to look at you, and she raises an eyebrow. Her eyes are sunken, and the pupils seem like tiny pinpricks. You would give me your voice to save your friends. You know they'll only betray you. Everybody does.
I know. That's the way of things. That's the way of this stupid, horrible, miserable world. But they don't deserve to die because some ancient feud is still going on.
How about this? I think your voice would be little use to me. I have my own power. I've had it for a generation. Your voice is young. It's nothing right now. But I would like you to promise me that in the future you will give it to me. Not now, but once you are stronger, better, once you have more to lose by losing your voice, once you have really made a name for yourself, you will lose your voice. It'll leave you, and you won't be able to get it back. So not now, but sometime in the indeterminate future. Do you accept?
DM.
Yes.
This is a losing fight.
There may be another way out of this that doesn't involve you losing your voice to a fae in the future. If you wait just a little bit longer.
Anna provides, etc. The trees.
So I would recommend maybe stalling for time.
You know, I think you underestimate me. I think you underestimate my voice and my power here. Do you know that just about everyone in a 50-mile radius knows my name? And back where I'm from, I'm practically famous. I'm practically a god. You'd be stupid not to take my voice now. And I'm offering it to you freely. Later, I might actually have the power to fight you. I can't do anything right now.
50 miles seems like nothing. You think you're more important than you are.
I mean, that might be true, but I am very pretty.
Marigold has loyal fans. They even send her letters when she's in wild faith forests.
It's true. I have a letter right here from an adoring fan, except it's with Zasa.
I think.
Well, there's the
I just hold up a random piece of
residue.
paper really quickly.
As you're talking, you hear rustling in the trees behind Riasa. And you think you recognize one of the trees back there. It looks a little bit familiar. And
Go on,
suddenly,
take it. I dare you.
you see Sina. Looks like she finally arrived. She was a bit further away than she intended. But she appears behind Riasa. And you see kind of a strange look on her face. It looks like there's a certain sadness about her. But it seems that Riasa, in her deal, has not noticed yet. But this happens.
Oh, shit. All right.
Sina attacks Riasa. You pass. You're good. And
Pass is
Riasa.
5.
Yeah, so you do get the 5. And where did I put her? Here we go. That's a con save. Okay, she passes well, but she does still take 5 damage. And Rias is looking actually kind of weak. Although she's huge, it seems that she's not actually as strong as she appears. Sina calls out, looks like I arrived just in time. And Riasa turns around. Oh, it's you. And Sina actually attacks again, strangely enough. She does this. Plants start to grow around Riasa. She is kind of tied up in the vines, and it looks like she is getting kind of trapped within them. It's so thick that Riasa has trouble moving. She does try and do a save to get out of it. And she succeeds, but it has distracted her enough that she kind of feels like this is a losing battle. She knows Sina. She recognizes her, and she knows that she is outmatched in her current state. So, out of turn order here, Riasa does this. She casts Expeditious Retreat on herself. You see her do a strange set of movements, and suddenly she starts literally running away from Sina. But Sina gets an attack of opportunity, and...
Actually...
I think she would have.
For fun.
Yeah, for fun she does, not because of actual rules here.
No, I mean...
Yeah. Does Zasa do something?
Oh, shit.
DC 13 Constitution save.
Okay,
shit. This is cool.
Okay. Yes, this happens first. DC, you said con?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, she fails.
What?
So what happens here?
So...
Okay, that's busted as fuck. I love it.
Rune now has Expeditious Retreat.
Neat.
Cool. She loses Expeditious Retreat. And this is where we're going to have to call it for the day.
Oh,
Shit.
We are at 7 p.m. But yes, Sina did arrive in time. You actually could have taken Riasa down. But the death saves were close. She actually had 5 hit points left after that last hit that Sina did to her. So 10 points would have knocked her out. 1 good hit. The snake was down for the count right now. But I didn't want you to, lose your voice so early.
That's okay.
But yeah, so it was a winnable fight, but it was a tough fight. So yeah. Sina was always going to arrive to save you if you were dying, as it is your first major battle, and I didn't want to kill you. So, sorry, chat, you're not going to see all of them die in their first major battle. They did call for Sina's help before Riasa got here, so she was always on the way. It is a little bit of a Deus Ex Machina, but it was kind of built in, so... Next week, you get to find out exactly what is going on here. Riasa is stuck here, and you do have the fingers. I will let you know what your loot is next week. You do get a lot.
All of the hags in this hag town can't keep our party down.
Exactly. So I would like to just say goodbye to everyone. We are a little bit over today, and I do apologize. That battle just was a little bit longer than expected. But I would like to thank all of my players for being here. I would like to remind you to, check out Scarred Lands if you're interested in it. I can link you the books again. And yeah, have a great night. If anyone wants to pimp out their stuff, please do right now.
Not really. Any art?
I have a Steam spell on Wednesday on Chromatic Chimera. Come hang out with me. It'll be a good time.
Yay!
Shellcat cosplay.
Alrighty. Did we get everyone? Okay. And I would like to say I'll be playing Scarred Lands again tomorrow. I do not run that one. We are doing some giveaways though, so check us out on Roll the Roll at noon on Sunday. If you enjoyed this, I hope you have fun next time. I didn't want to kill my level 2 players, but I hope you all had a good time. And I think that is it for the day. I do believe we have another game coming up, if I'm not mistaken. So I will ask our stream daddy to end this stream. And then if I'm incorrect, Plastic Age Plays can tell me whether there is not another game after us, but I think there is. So.
Bye.
Bye.